Hey you guys, it's your girl Paris, and I have officially decided that I'm going to make a YouTube video telling you guys why I started my fitness journey, okay? So, I don't have a lot of time to do this because I have some things to do today, but I did want to come on here and kind of explain why I started my fitness journey because I feel like I just came on YouTube and kind of just started posting, and you guys like literally know absolutely nothing about me. Also, I'm currently drinking a protein shake. Okay, so, where should I start? I've played sports my entire life, literally since I was like a little kid, like 3, 4. I was playing soccer, and then I did ballet. Like, I have always played sports and always been an active child. So fast forward to like my freshman year of high school. My freshman year of high school was in 2019. Prior to my freshman year of high school, so 8th grade, I was a cheerleader, I was a basketball player, I was a volleyball player. I did a lot. So going into my freshman year of high school, I did volleyball and cheer. So football, cheer, and volleyball in the fall. I was gonna do basketball, but my grades started slipping in one class because I was so busy. I was literally at school for like the regular school day from 7 a.m. until like 3, and then until like 2:15, and then from 3 to 9 p.m. I was at 2 different practices. So I went to volleyball practice and then I went to cheer practice. So y'all, my days were packed, and when I would get home, I would literally like shower and just go to sleep. I wouldn't even eat. So my freshman year of high school, I was like 125 pounds, and I think a lot of people think I am taller than what I am. I'm 5'4", but my legs are kind of like long. They just look longer. I don't really know how to explain it, but so I looked very, very skinny, okay? I was literally eating like 1.5 meals a day. And then I was being that active. So fast forward, COVID happens at the end of my freshman year. We all go home and stuff like that. So and I was about to start track season. So I was going to track practices and everything until that happened. So I go from being super active every single day to then I was not active at all. And at the time I lived in New York, so if anybody that's from New York watches this, you guys know it was very, like, we was not playing when it came to COVID, so it was very, like, are you going to go back to school? If you go back to school, it's going to be, like, a whole bunch of, like, weird stuff at the desk, so then people can't catch COVID, and, like, or stay at home. So I opted to stay at home my sophomore year. I stayed at home the whole year. I was living a very sedentary life. I didn't work out because I never was the type of person that liked working out. I just always played my sports, and that kept me in shape. So I didn't work out. I didn't play any sports. I was just at home on a computer like all day, every day. And when I wasn't on the computer, I was watching TV or like watching, like doing random stuff like that. Like, I think at the time I was like probably doing TikToks every once and again. So that's what kind of started it. It was like a whole year of just being sedentary in my lifestyle. So 2021 happens, 2021 happens. I'm starting to make a move with my family. I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought. I make a move with my family, and it was down south, so all of the schools down south are very, very open. So at this time, I'm going into my junior year of high school, and I was also eligible to graduate early, but I ended up deciding last minute that I was going to go in school in person instead of being online again, and I was just going to do high school, like junior and senior year of high school, in person. So I did that, but as I was going to school and stuff, I started feeling very self-conscious. Like, I hated how my body looked. I was honestly overweight. So like I told you guys, my freshman year I was 125 pounds, and then by my junior year I was 175 pounds. Jump scare. Um, so 175 pounds, sedentary lifestyle on me is not eating. It doesn't look tea. It's not cute. So I was just like, wow. So I started being very self conscious about my body. Didn't really like how I looked. If anything, like back then I would record like my face, and even like looking back on those, like my face was a lot fatter. Like not fatter. I'm just gonna say fuller. It was a lot fuller. But that was the only thing I felt comfortable with posting or like recording. I really did not record my body like that. Excuse me, y'all. I keep having these like hiccup burps. So yeah, that happened, and I just kind of stopped eating altogether. Like I would eat one meal a day because I thought in my head that's how you lose weight, just don't eat. So I was eating one meal a day, and I just was like, and that one meal would be dinner. So I would skip breakfast and lunch, and I would just eat dinner. And of course I would like drink throughout the day, but like food, no. So I did lose some weight. I went down to like 150 pounds, but y'all, I want to insert pictures, and I can't promise that I will. But if I can, I will insert pictures. But y'all, it did not look cute. Like it literally looked like, and this is like the probably like the worst kind of like representation of how I can tell you guys how it looked, but it literally looked like the fat that I had, I just kind of like flattened it out, like I pancaked it. So it was like my waist got wide, my waist was like super wide, my butt was really flat, but it was wide, and it was just like everything was just wide. Like, you know, it did not look cute at all. Like I didn't even recognize my body, but at the time in my head I was like, oh my gosh, this is so tea compared to how I looked. I was lying to myself. I don't know who I was gaslighting better, me or the world. I think it was me. But after that, I went into my senior year. In 2022, I went to my senior year. I graduated class of 2023. If y'all are class of 2023, yeah. But anyways, so going into senior year 2022. First of all, over the summer, I tried to go to the gym. I went there for like 10 minutes, went on the treadmill, and walked out. Yeah. And I honestly thought I just wasn't a gym girl. Like I was just like, I don't like the gym. I'm not a gym girl. I'm not into all that. So I ended up losing more weight. I don't really know how. I ended up losing more weight, and it stopped looking like as like wide, but it still wasn't cute. Like I still had no booty. Like I had really skinny thighs, and I still kind of had like a pudge belly. Like it wasn't fat. It was flat, but I had like a pudge at the bottom. It was just, you know, it was what the time was. So then I decided, I was like, no, I really want to look fine for prom. Like this is my senior year. I gotta look fine for prom. So I said, I'm going to join the track team. Y'all, I was in my head like, it can't be hard. Like I've done track before, and all I'm thinking now in my head, on my mentality was like, girl, you was doing track when you was 125 pounds and you was a 14-year-old. Now you're 17. You're like 140, 150, and you haven't done anything active-wise in 2 years. Like, I don't know where I thought I was going with that, but I thought I was eating it up. I went to track conditioning, y'all. It wore me out. It wore me out. But I'm very competitive, so like I wanted to be the fastest. I wanted my form to be the best. Like I wanted all those things. So at first I was like on a teeter of like, do I like track? Do I not like track? But I was raised to like never quit. Like if you start something, you're gonna finish it. So I was like, okay, well I started it, so I'm not gonna finish. I mean, I started it, so I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish it. So I ended up being a 400 runner and a 4x4, like an open 400 runner and a 4x4 runner in track. And then sometimes I would be like on the 4x2 team if they needed an alternate. But other than that, that's what I did. And I really enjoyed track. I love track. I love the 400. I love the 4x4. love it down. I even got a track scholarship, but it was to a school where I was like, this isn't gonna help me for my major, for what I want to be in life, which is a doctor. So I was like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna take the scholarship. But I was blessed that even my first year running track for real, like I got a scholarship. Like that's such a blessing. So yeah. But y'all, I indeed did look fine for prom. Like I said, if I can insert pictures, I'm gonna show you guys. I fit into a size 4 dress straight off the rack because I literally got my dress 2 days before prom, and that's a whole nother story on itself. This is not a part of the fitness journey. So I'm gonna show you guys pictures of that if I can. So after track season, my body is built like it was like I was 148 pounds, but I was like lean. I was so lean, had killer abs, my back fantastic looking, my quads looked so good. I feel like in a sense though I had runner's butt, but at the same time everybody said that like my butt looked cute, but it wasn't big. It just like, you know, it just was like formed. It wasn't flat no more. But yeah, so I had like my body was really T. My track body was cute. I can't lie, my track body was cute. But over the summer, because I had never worked out outside of a sport before, I just kind of didn't work out. But like my body was still keeping up pretty well. But then September came. I started losing all my leanness. So like my abs started going. Back, the strong back started going. The new booty, going. It was just like... I lost it all, y'all. I lost it all. But it was like I became just like really skinny. It was like I lost all my muscle, but I became very skinny. So September, going into my freshman year, well, in my freshman year of college, it was like for like 2 weeks straight, I kept seeing women like Deasia now Green, but at the time she was Deasia Powell. Deasia, Talia Joelle, Cranen, Annalise Cruz. Like I kept seeing all of them on my For You page, and they had like videos like that was like motivational videos, like just get in the gym, just get in the gym. And in my head, I had always been like told my whole life, like women that weight lift, like they start to look manly and all that stuff. So I was like, what the heck would I do that for? But then I kept seeing their videos, and I'm like, they've been weightlifting for years, and their bodies are beautiful, like in every way possible. And at the time, because I had track season helped me build a better relationship with food, so I was eating 3 meals a day plus snacks and stuff like that, so I wasn't scared of food anymore like I was before. And so I was like, no, I think I can do this. Like, I think I can do this. So I started going to the gym. I went to the gym the first day, and I was like, yo, I never want to do this again. And guys, I went into the gym with like no knowledge. I just went in there and started doing a whole bunch of squats with like a weight in my hand, and I did that over and over again for days. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna keep showing up. I didn't know what a workout split was at the time. So then I started following Deasia Green. I started following like Talia. I started Talia Joelle, sorry, I like split her name up. I started following Crane. I started following Annalise Cruz. Like I started following these women, and I was like, they was talking about workout splits and stuff like that. I was like, okay, well, this is why I'm kind of confused. Like, this is why no growth is happening, because I'm up here doing squats with a weight every single day, and that's what I'm doing. Wasn't working. So I created my own workout split, and I started sticking to it. I started progressive overloading, which that's a whole nother term on itself. If you guys want me to go in depth on like certain gym terms, I will in a separate video. But I started doing all of these things, and y'all, I absolutely fell in love with the gym. Like, I never would have thought that would have happened, but I absolutely fell in love with the gym. And it was crazy because I remember for a long time, I did not see any results. Like, I was like, yo, I'm not seeing any results. Like, I feel like I should give up, but like, I keep telling myself, like, no, just stick it out, stay in it. And then people started being like, Paris, your body looks good. Paris, your body looks good. I was like, huh? Paris, your body looks good. Okay. So then I started pushing even harder. Like, I was like, oh, let me keep sticking to this. Created a better updated workout split for like the more knowledge I had. Started eating more protein. Started like really getting on my stuff with the gym. and just kept on educating myself more with like gym life and all that stuff. And when I tell you guys, I just absolutely fell in love with the body that I was building, the gym. Now, it got to a point where I was like, okay, like I'm seeing progress, but like I want my lower body to be bigger, small waist, and all that stuff. And all I kept seeing was like bulking, bulking, bulking. So y'all, I got into a terrible dirty bulk. When the girls were saying bulking, I just thought like eat a whole bunch of stuff. I was not actually paying attention to what they meant by bulking. So I got into a very dirty bulk, and like I said before, if I can show you guys pictures, I'm gonna show you guys pictures because this is a part of my fitness journey. So it was, I don't know, like it was like I started getting back fat. I started just like my stomach was getting really big. It was just like, but like the glutes were growing, but it was just like, this ain't the way though. So I went into a cut. I was about to say a cult. What the heck? I went into a cut after freshman year summer. Freshman year college summer. I went into a very deep cut. I started getting my abs back. I started doing all these things, but I still maintained like my quads, and I did maintain some glutes. It wasn't as much as I would have liked to maintain, but I did. So going into my sophomore year of college, I was really getting better with like my knowledge with the gym. And I was like, okay, how do I be on a bulk? How do I stay on a bulk, but I keep my body, my upper body still very like stomach flat, very lean? I really struggled with that for a long time, but also I recognized this. I had in my split back days, shoulder days, core and cardio, but I never touched it. I will only do like glutes and hamstrings and then quads. I would never do the other days of my split. So I was like, girl, you're not seeing that upper body doing well because you're not being consistent to that. So now in this part of my sophomore year, I took a weight training class as well as an aerobic dance class, but the weight training class really helped me understand like how important it is to do what my split says. I've been lifting for my upper body, and you guys, like, I have never seen, first of all, I don't even lift heavy, but like I have these beautiful arm muscles, and it's not masculine. It's just beautiful. It's like these are beautifully toned arms, and my stomach is so flat. My waist has gotten significantly smaller just from incorporating my cardio, incorporating my back days, incorporating my shoulder, like stuff like that actually matters. So I say all that to say the gym journey is a journey, so please do not think that like day one you're gonna have it all figured out. It's honestly a learning curve as you go, and honestly give yourself grace throughout the process. You have to learn different things. I even had to relearn in this semester, like, just because you're on a bulk does not mean every meal you have has to have a carb. It doesn't. It just doesn't. You can limit carbs if you know how it depends on how your body moves. If your body needs more carbs, then obviously, have that. But you need carbs, but you don't have to have a ton. You need fiber, so then you can flush out. You need vegetables, so you can flush out as well. Like, you need to have a fruit in there. And you most definitely need to have your protein so you can keep up with your gains and stuff, your muscles. But I had to relearn a lot of things. So that's kind of like my gym journey all summed up into one little nutshell. If you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to know in specifics or anything like that, please DM me on Instagram or on TikTok, or even leave a comment here below. I promise I will get to them and answer them, or I'll even make another video to go more in depth about it. But yes, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope that this video gave you some motivation. Please, if you guys are trying to start your fitness journey, it doesn't even have to be in the gym. You can be an outdoorsy kind of girl or a Pilates kind of girl. But please, if you want to change your life in the fitness realm, do it. Don't be scared. Don't let like the glitz and glam of everybody else's life make you scared to do so. You got this. You can do it. God bless you, and thank you guys for watching.